Okay, everyone. So I talked about existential crises today, and I just wanted to expand on it a little bit further. I wonder how you guys, if any of you have ever experienced these things, I would love to hear your comments about what you feel about existential crises and depression. But for me, like it's about this conflict within myself, this contradiction that I have. I want to be liked, I want to be likable, but I know that currently in my state of mind, I'm completely unlikable. The thoughts that I have, they're negative, but it seems like in my own head, they seem real. They seem like that's the reality of the world, that things are negative. Um, I feel like I'm at a loss to relate to anyone because it seems like everyone's just thinking in their own little heads and their minds are very limited. And for me, this contradiction and this conflict is because I want to be positive. I want to be close to other people and feel connected to other people, but for some reason I can't. And, um, it happened to me when I was like 25, 26, a few years ago when, you know, like, um, I felt connected to a few people in my life, and I realized after interacting with them that these people were toxic influences in my life, and I started cutting people out. I cut so many people out of my life that were once so close to me. It, felt like I was transitioning into a new me and, a better me at the time, I felt. But it seems like, I haven't been able to connect to anyone in a few years, and I don't expect myself to connect to other people. And I was always wondering if there was some kind of group or something on YouTube or in Vancouver City where I'm currently at where we could actually meet up, people with existential crises and depression. If, because it seems like it's such a difficult place, I mean, for me, I'm functioning all right, like I'm healthy enough in my work and, good enough, to maintain a superficial connection with my close ones, but it seems like I can't be around them for too long. I can't be around anyone for too long. But I can't feel myself connected. I mean, I can, you know, I can, meet people for a little bit, and I can be around people, but I feel like I'm at a complete loss when I'm around other people. I feel like I'm just standing there by myself in my own body, in my own thoughts, and I'm not in the moment. I've lost the sense of feeling, of sensation. It's all in my head. Everything is going through my brain, and I do not remember the last time I felt a high, like a real high in my life. It's it's just so weird because I've lost all sense of feeling, and um, I know it's completely unlikable because if someone hears my thoughts and in my real life, like in my practical life, if anyone hears my thoughts that I've lost all sense of feeling and emotions, and I'm nitpicky, I'm critical, I like finding holes and contradictions and digging out problems, like it's so unlikable. But, there's a reason why I think I've started doing this. When I started digging up on realities of life and, how imperfect this world was, it seemed like no one actually wanted to talk about the problems, or no one actually wanted to look at the bigger picture. And then, I started arguing with people and debating with people and started picking out holes in their arguments. Later I noticed that I started picking out holes in every argument, and it's left me with a sense of dissatisfaction and imperfection, incompleteness, because I can't find myself associated with anything or anyone, and no sense of belonging, and sometimes I feel like I can function alone by myself. For some time I've been functioning like this in this existential way for more than a decade, but I feel like I can. I mean, sometimes I feel like I can do it, but I hate myself for being in this position. I hate myself for being totally unlikable and totally, reserved and totally disconnected from the world. And I wish I could connect. I wish I could, feel empathy again. I wish I could have faith and, belong somewhere. But I've lost all sense of belonging, and it's so unlikable. But it seems like if I tried crawling my back into the world and like everyone else, like I would feel so insecure. And sometimes I feel comfort in myself, in my own little mind, in my hole, in my space. It seems like it's a survival mechanism as well, because it seems like that's the only way I can survive now, and it's such a difficult place. And it's so difficult to talk to anyone about it. I mean, I have not been able to talk about these things to anyone in my real life, and it's so hard. If you guys have any other similar experiences, I would love to hear about it. And if there's some kind of community or some kind of, people that are actually facing this kind of situation here in Vancouver or in Canada, I would love to catch up or talk to someone on the phone. It would be really nice to actually, not because I want to be needy or anything. It's just good to connect with people. I feel like it would be good for everyone. So just let me know what you guys think. Thank you. Bye.